What's going on, ENT family? Thank you guys again so much for stopping by and checking us out. We have a lot to share with you guys tonight. I know we kind of left you guys on a cliffhanger.
Well, he left me hanging tonight. You see, I'm back on the couch, so he actually is going to get started without me.
Yeah, because she was late.
Before I even got a chance to sit down. So that's cool.
It's all right. Cool. It's all right. You here. I love you.
And I love you back.
I just wanted to make sure that I gave you guys the real lowdown on where we left off. So, if you guys will hang with us, chill with us, we're going to be right back as soon as you guys check out this intro video. What's going on, fam? I'm English.
And I'm Ty. And we're the Normans.
So welcome back, family. We're going to jump right into where Ty left off on this very last vlog, because I know you guys are itching to know what in the world she was talking about, and I actually do too myself. So I'm going to let her go ahead and share with you guys what
he knows exactly what. So anyway, so let me set the scene, because for people who have just joined us, you may have not known the very last segment we left with a cliffhanger.
We did.
English and I had just had our first date.
Yep.
The waiter had been interrupting us all night. We're
Ridiculous.
eating, everything's peaceful.
Yep.
We get to kicking it, and he looking like a 2 scoops of double chocolate.
Hey, come on.
Calm it down a little bit.
I'm good.
And I'm sitting over there looking like caramel off a stick. So,
you know what?
Just looking good across the board. Nonetheless, just joking. Anyway, family, so we're sitting there. We're eating. You know, we got good conversation.
Yeah.
You know what? He comes out with the okie doke.
Here we go.
This is the big one.
Here we go.
He says to me out of nowhere, we weren't even having the conversation. He looks me right in my eyes, guys, and he says, "Well, I can't have sex with you, just in case you're wondering." I said, "Excuse me?" What? I literally could have spit my food out of my mouth. Because mind you, everything is peaceful, family. Every single thing is peaceful. We weren't even talking about being intimate. In the conversation all night. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, where's he coming out of left field? Whatever the case might be. And so, you know, I get offended. I absolutely get offended. I smile, I look at him, I get offended. And I go, okay, as if you could. Because at that point, I literally felt like I needed to defend myself. I'm like, you bust out. We just got started. You bust in, and you're telling me, oh, well, if you thought you were going to be intimate.
It wasn't even that serious.
He didn't give me an explanation. He didn't go further into it until a little bit later. So I'm like, okay, this is the total
cool beans. So pipe down.
Okie doke.
So pipe down.
I'm just as piped up as I was that night. And then every time I think about it, I just get piped up even further.
So pipe down.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to share what actually happened.
Okay.
So we were actually, like she said, we were sitting at the table having lovely conversation. Mm-hmm. So I happened to share with her. I was like, just so that you know, just to, off the rip, just so that you know, we're not going to be able to have sex or anything. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out. And look, it wasn't even this fact that I was throwing it out for her. I was throwing it out for me. And so my thing was, I didn't get a chance to say none of that while we were sitting there eating. So I told her, I was like, look, we're not going to be able to do it. But for me, it was a deeper situation. So everybody wants to, everybody kind of asked this question, and this was the question that was actually on the table that somebody actually sent, and they wanted to know, hey, did you guys have sex before you got married? And we absolutely didn't. Yeah, we didn't have sex.
Never been intimate.
Yeah, we like
the very
being
first
engaged
time.
or nothing. Like we didn't have sex before marriage. And I know it may seem strange, and it may seem out the way, and actually, it was a tad bit difficult. It did get heated.
Yeah,
it sure did. It got heated in really good ways. But it was just one of those things where I said, yo, what I can't do is I cannot have sex with the woman that I meet that I feel as though could very well be my wife.
And I respected that.
So,
that was so
eventually, that's what I came around to tell her. I was like, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want to have sex with you and that I would not have sex with you right now. But the simple fact of it is I made a promise. I made a promise to God, and honestly, because I was on one of them tips where I was just like, yo, I'm out here doing all this ripping and running. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm in and out of the community. I'm traveling. I'm doing all this stuff, and I don't have a wife. I don't have that backing or that covering with me. So let me tell you something. I would absolutely never tell anybody that it is easy to abstain, because again, you are constantly denying your flesh. Like, you're constantly telling yourself, no, I cannot do this. But what I will say is we are absolutely a living example of the fact that no, it can be done.
It definitely can be done.
Yeah, it can be done.
It is something that can be done, but that commitment has to be top notch. And
it does,
you have to
man.
ask God for help, because one of the cool things about it, I had never met anybody like English before that would actually commit to not being intimate. Now, like I said, I mean, I was fresh in the pan. I'll admit it. I take full responsibility for it. I tried every possible thing that I could think of, unfortunately, to try to be intimate with him. And he shut me down every time, including sending me home. I think we had to, we couldn't spend time together for like a week. At one point,
well, yeah, it got to a point where I was just like, hey.
It was just like, nope.
Yeah, it was like I had to.
Yeah.
All of the